Fortnite is going through its biggest changes since 112 days ago. Incredibly soon. Not like we're counting or anything, but Fortnite needs to change up its meta quick before we have to make a top 10 Minecraft skins video. These items and weapons are the most likely to return in the new season, and if you agree with this list, lightly obliterate the like button so Fortnite listens. Let's bounce right in with number 10, the Bouncepad. The bouncers in Fortnite were some of the most useful items out there in Chapter 1. And if you even search for a single video or trickshotting montage in Fortnite, almost every single shot used a Bouncepad. They're awesome traps you can place down and it removes fall damage and gives you a little boost into the air. They were an incredible introduction to the game, and you could outsmart so many people with these things. Nick A30 once used his Bouncepad skills to bait someone into doing one of the most stupid plays I've ever seen.
I got him! I got him!
I mean, how do you not see them? They are right there. But you can even combine these pads with vehicles like the shopping cart, so a lot of us ended up making ramps and just having fun with it. Like this video from the squatting dog, where he somehow manages to fly across the map on a shopping cart.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, I'm getting shot!
The main reason I want these to be brought back is so trickshotters can start doing cool stuff in public lobbies again. I just miss seeing those really cool viral clips of people doing crazy stuff with those things. Number 9, the hand cannon. Back when the hand cannon first came out, it was a pretty good gun, especially if you could hit headshots with it. You could pretty much take people out in 2 shots with this thing, and a lot of pros began using it instantly. This play from Dr. Lupo explains everything.
Headshots, baby, let's go!
Yeah, so if you paired multiple of the deagles, you could just absolutely dominate. I mean, Lupo just took both those dudes out without even aiming. So you've seen what the hand cannon was like at day 1. But then what if I told you that they actually buffed it? Around the time Fortnitemares 2018 came out, Epic decided to make the hand cannon even better and turned its build damage way up. You could pretty much one-hit any wall in the game with it around this time, and pros were using it constantly to break into builds. It was so satisfying getting eliminations with the hand cannon though, and combining it with other items made it a truly immovable force. I would love the hand cannon back, whether we'd want the OP wall destroyer or just the day 1 version. I would take either. But in at number 8, we're coming at you with the driftboard. Y'all ever play SSX? We all remember the driftboard. It was one of the few vehicles we'd left before Chapter 2 came around, and then it was snapped out of existence with the rest of the game. I'd love for these to come back because they were fun to just do flips on and fly around with. But you know how we want mobility in Chapter 2? The driftboard is perfect, and if you don't think you can get around the map effectively, just take a look at this video. For context, this guy glitches in the driftboard and gets thrown across the map. He literally gets up to 4 million points with this glitch, and then he realizes he has to get back to where he was or the storm will eliminate him. Honestly, I would have given up after being sent into the storm at that point, but he uses heals in the volcano along with his driftboard to outrun the storm and then win the game? This just shows that mobility really is important. We need the driftboard back, not just for mobility, but trick shots too. Number 7, the smoke grenade. Smoke grenades were pretty mixed in opinion. Some people love them and others like me, well, I didn't really like or use them all that much, but you have to admit that they had potential to be useful, especially at the beginning of the game when maybe you can't find a gun and you need to make a quick getaway. There were times where they would be super useful, even if they weren't at the best times. Look, rotating in Chapter 2 is so hard. Smoke grenades would be great cover in those situations, and getting around your enemies, it's also great for confusing someone, like throwing one into a room full of players and then just breaking in like it's an FBI raid.
Oh no.
Sometimes you don't even have to try, and the smoke grenades will do all the work for you.
Smoke grenade out. What? He fucking ran from the smokes and fell down the cliff?
But in at number 6, we're coming at you with the Cozy Campfire. Around the Chapter 2 map, we have the campfires that you can light, but it's not like you can just pick these up and take them with you. That's why we need Cozy Campfires back, as they were more than just another way to heal. Firstly, they could heal all of your team in one go, and they could be placed together, so it was faster. But you could also use this to your advantage by putting it next to a teammate who's down, so you don't have to worry about the small time limit on clutching. or if you're stuck in the storm, which seems to happen a lot this season. And you can just use campfires in that too if you've run out of bandages or need extra time to do something. I really hope season 2 gives us a ton of new stuff, if not old items coming back from the vault. Number 5, shockwaves. Shockwaves were some of the most fun I had with grenades in a long time during Chapter 1. The way you can break through builds, launch yourself across the map, or just use it for some insane trick shots. It was all around just a great time. I genuinely miss it, so here's why it needs to come back. Just to show you how wacky and fun it was, there are videos out there of pros either accidentally doing amazing trick shots or skillfully making some great plays. I mean, 72 Hours did one of the most insane things I've seen with a shockwave grenade in my life, and he didn't even mean to do it.
If you have impulse, bro, I trust you. You want impulse?
Oh!
Go for it.
Oh my god!
How do you just accidentally do something like that? But you know what's even more impressive? When you do something on purpose. And Zapper PK, man, you just have to see this. Like, once you realize what he did, your brain kind of melts. Yeah, in that single second, he shockwaved back, broke through the enemy's build, replaced the wall, placed the spike trap, and took them out. Unbelievable. Really insane skills there, and makes for a really good moment for everyone to share. Number 4 is the Rift to Go. Before I even get into this, I'm just gonna roll this mental clip by Avery.
He's going down, Avery. Perfect.
I got him! Oh my god, midair! Oh my god, he was midair! Oh my god. Tell me you guys don't miss the Rift to Go. If you ask me to name a ton of items from Chapter 1, let's be real. This would not be one of the first to come to mind because it was really one of those use it if you have to items. Although, I'd still love this thing to come back because it would really fit well into Chapter 2. Using it to escape is probably the best part about it. Whether it's escaping the storm, a build, a battle, or even a spike trap, just check it out. But I say that escaping is the best part. It also stays balanced in that you may or may not accidentally take some unwanted players with you if they're nearby. In a match, when someone tried to escape from a basement, well, it didn't end well. Number 3, the Chug Jug. Going back to talking about healing, shields are important too. Probably one of the best ways to get both health and shield at the same time is the Chug Jug. I mean, sure, it takes 15 seconds to drink, but it's worth it if you can pull it off. I mean, you don't even have to stand there and drink it sometimes. Back in Chapter 1, people would get incredibly clever with how to get around the 15-second wait if they needed to move fast. I want to show you a video, which isn't exactly a way to talk about why the Chug Jug needs to come back, but it's just really wholesome. For context, this guy knocks down someone in Tilted and then decides to let them live and gives them a Chug Jug with a salute. Now that, my friend, is a real gamer. Number 2, the Zapper Tron. So the Zapper Tron would be just such a wacky, cool gun to bring back. But we're putting this as our number 2 spot because we think that Epic should bring back something like the Zapper Tron instead. Basically, they don't have to just unvault the Zapper Tron, but instead, Fortnite should create a new weapon that's incredibly rare. I'm not talking like the Infinity Blade or anything that'll make players get incredibly angry, but something's been missing from Fortnite. One thing that's been bumming me out is that there's no incredibly rare item in the loot pool that makes you feel excited when you get it. You used to get so excited finding a gold scar, but now it's kind of just like, oh, cool, this will be useful, and that's really about it. We need that wild card. It should be something that is so rare, kind of like the mythical goldfish, but in return, you get something with only a small amount of bullets, so once you used it just once or twice, you can't use it anymore. They kind of tried this with the Infinity Blade, but you could use that infinitely, and we all remember how that turned out.
Sing, 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 sing! Way! Is that in the game? Sing, sing!
And it's your number 1 spot, the Chug Splash. Chug Splashes. We need, and I mean need, Chug Splashes back in the game in Season 2. Either that or you guys need to bring back Siphon immediately. They were pretty much all of the healing items combined into one. They come in clutch so many times that we're low on health or just need the smallest amount of shield to win a fight. Do they deem all of the other heals kind of useless in a sense? Maybe so. But just like everything else I love, they disappear in the black hole. I mentioned Zapper PK earlier, and this man is just the king of 200 IQ plays. I mean, just take a look at this incredible Chug Splash.
I think I'm dead. Oh!
Gang. Yeah. Get over here.
you, bro.
Start building, bro.
Keeping you alive.
Yo, Loki.
Let's go.
Over here. Oh, no, the storm's coming. Give me. Oh, that's some gang, BK.
It's crazy. I don't know how he thinks of stuff like that so quickly. Some people even found a way to actually ride the Chug Splash as like a rocket. What is your favorite gun that's vaulted that you'd like to see return? Did we miss it? Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Code T5G in that item shop and click that annotation on screen to check out our other video right now.